Welcome back to Explain the Charts, your go-to channel for in-depth market analysis. Today, July 22nd, 2025, we're putting Alphabet, ticker symbol Google, under the microscope, combining the latest news with a comprehensive look at its price action across multiple timeframes. Starting with the recent headlines, we've seen significant positive momentum surrounding Google. Just this morning, news broke about an early reveal of the Google Pixel 10, creating considerable buzz in the market. In tandem with product excitement, top analysts are raising their price targets, with Scotiabank upping their forecast to $240 from $200, and KeyBank raising theirs to $215 from $195. This strong analyst confidence is further buoyed by KeyBank's expectation of solid Q2 earnings for Alphabet. Looking at the broader tech landscape, recent reports indicate global data creation is projected to nearly double from 2024 to 2027, largely driven by increased AI consumption. This trend presents a massive long-term tailwind for companies like Google, which are at the forefront of AI innovation and data infrastructure. The current price is hovering around $191.15, reflecting this recent influx of positive sentiment and buying pressure. Now, let's turn our attention to the one-day chart to understand GOOGL's longer-term trends and key price levels. You can see the stock has been in a general uptrend since early 2024, consistently printing higher lows and higher highs, which is a classic bullish pattern. This long-term upward trajectory suggests underlying fundamental strength and investor confidence in Alphabet's growth prospects over the past year and a half. However, this uptrend hasn't been without its significant pullbacks and periods of consolidation, offering both challenges and opportunities for traders and investors alike. The overall structure demonstrates a healthy, albeit sometimes volatile, progression upwards, characteristic of a leading tech giant as it navigates economic cycles. We can identify a broad ascending channel, with the stock bouncing effectively off its lower boundaries during corrections. The sustained volume during upward movements reinforces the validity of this long-term positive trend. Let's zero in on a critical period, specifically looking at the price action from late April through mid-May 2025. A notable event occurred on May 7, 2025, as highlighted by the sharp, almost vertical decline on the daily chart. Here, the price dropped dramatically from an open around $164 to a low of $151.38, marking a significant one-day reversal. This steep candle was accompanied by exceptionally high volume, suggesting a large number of shares changed hands during this intense selling event. Such an abrupt movement often correlates with major company news, unexpected market shifts, or broad sector reevaluations. Following this sharp decline, Google demonstrated resilience, quickly finding a bottom and initiating a recovery, which is a crucial bullish sign after such a significant downturn. The rapid rebound from this low indicates that strong buying interest emerged once the price reached attractive oversold levels. This effectively established a new critical support zone around the $145 to $150 range, a level to watch closely should future corrections occur. From that robust May 2025 rebound, we've witnessed a steady and consistent recovery, with Google climbing back towards its prior highs and re-establishing its upward momentum. The current price of $190.10 is now testing key resistance levels that have historically capped upward movements on this time frame. Specifically, the psychological $200 level and previous peaks around $195, observed in late 2024 and early 2025, represent significant overhead resistance zones. A decisive breach above these resistance levels, especially on strong accompanying volume, would be a clear bullish signal for the stock. Such a breakout could potentially pave the way for a rapid run towards the more ambitious $215 and $240 analyst price targets. Conversely, a failure to break higher here, potentially forming a double top, could lead to a retest of intermediate support levels, as profit takers might step in. The recent daily candles, particularly the one from July 21st, show strong upward momentum, with the stock closing near its daily high, underpinned by robust volume. This recent price action on the daily chart indicates strong buyer conviction, aligning perfectly with the positive news flow surrounding Pixel 10 and Q2 expectations. Let's zoom in further on the 1-hour chart to analyze GOOGL's recent price action in more granular detail, particularly over the last few weeks. We can clearly observe a well-defined upward trajectory, with the stock consistently maintaining higher lows and higher highs since the beginning of July 2025. Notice the pronounced upward moves on July 9th and July 11th, where the price advanced significantly within just a few hourly candles. These bursts of activity, often accompanied by increased trading volume, frequently correlate with specific news releases or sudden shifts in broader market sentiment. The current hourly candles, especially from yesterday's trading, demonstrate sustained buying pressure, relentlessly pushing the price towards new short-term highs. The pattern of higher volumes on positive hourly candles compared to lower volumes during consolidation or slight pullbacks reinforces the underlying strength of this recent uptrend. This sustained upward movement on the hourly time frame is a very strong indicator of short-term bullishness, suggesting that the broader daily trend is being firmly reinforced by aggressive intraday buying. Traders should monitor the formation of these hourly candles for any signs of reversal patterns or significant shifts in volume. Moving to the 15-minute chart provides an even finer detail of today's intraday price movements. Since the open today, Google has shown a steady and consistent climb, starting around $186 and pushing decisively past $190. Each 15-minute candle in this recent ascent largely represents a continuous push higher, with minor pullbacks quickly being bought up, indicating strong demand. The robust strength exhibited in this intraday chart aligns perfectly with the recent positive news we discussed earlier, particularly the Google Pixel 10 reveal and the raised price targets. This immediate and enthusiastic positive reaction from intraday traders signals robust confidence and a clear willingness to bid up the stock. Short-term traders should keep a close watch for any breaks below immediate intraday support levels, which are currently forming around $189.50, as that could signal temporary profit-taking or a pause in the rally. However, as long as the pattern of higher lows and strong closes persists on this shorter time frame, the immediate momentum remains firmly in favor of the bulls, suggesting further upside is possible. Any significant increase in selling volume on downward candles would be a key indicator of potential weakness. To recap, Google is currently exhibiting strong bullish momentum, driven by positive product news and highly optimistic analyst price targets. Key resistance levels to watch are $195 and the psychological $200 mark. Immediate short-term support lies around $188 to $190, with a more significant support zone at $180. In the long term, the critical support floor is established around $145 to $155, which demonstrated resilience during the May 2025 correction. Our unbiased prediction is that Google has a high likelihood, perhaps 70 to 75%, of testing the $195 to $200 resistance in the very short term, reinforced by continued positive news and favorable market conditions. The likelihood of hitting the $215 to $240 price targets in the midterm is around 60% if Q2 earnings confirm analyst expectations and the broader tech market remains strong, particularly in the AI sector. Conversely, a breakdown below $180, though less likely at around 25%, could occur if there's a significant negative catalyst or widespread market correction, invalidating the current bullish structure. Things to look for include the official Q2 earnings report release, any further announcements regarding Google's AI development or new hardware products, and general trends in the broader tech index and economic indicators. Thank you for tuning in to Explain the Charts. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth analyses.